as you can see, everyone is at least 40. Zidane, I almost called him Van. I don't know why I almost called him Van. Zidane is...
Hold up two pictures of Final Fantasy protagonists. They're the same picture.
Zidane is 46. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. You know what? Here, wait. I have a thing. Let me do this. God, how do I do this? I should have set this up before. I knew I was forgetting something. There you go. Media source. Name it something. Browse for local file. So I actually recorded it, but I'm not going to show you guys the recording. I'm going to show you guys the... I'll show you guys this. Oh god, hold on. So, this is me doing it. I've sped it up, obviously. It took me only about 90 minutes or so, because I was going on the sped up, version of the thing. So... There we go. There we are. Hello, everybody. So basically, I did this for XP, and I also stole a bunch of magic tags and ethers from these things. So we were actually full on ethers, and I did it for the AP as well. And then when someone was like 40, and I left because I was going to do finish the AP later. And then at one point, Zidane actually got zombied. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to leave him zombie because he doesn't get XP. And I was like, that's fine. I'll just leave him there because he can still attack. He can still do things. He just doesn't get XP.
This is fine.
And I was like, you know what? Perfect. This is perfect. So so I did that, and and this is it. This is the entire thing from the start to the end. Oh yeah. So I got I learned Garnet actually can fail at doing things. She does lose her concentration sometimes and can't do something. It seems to be random. It seems to be like maybe a 50-50 chance whether she will actually be able to do an action or not. Funny thing, this is me leaving, and now I'm just doing AP on low-level enemies. Although I did still get a couple of XPs, a couple of levels. So yeah, there we go. But I got there's a thing called a healer. There's an ability like a passive ability called healer that Garnet got, and what it does is it makes her attacks heal whatever she's attacking. and I didn't realize this. Yes, and I didn't realize this at first. But I kept on trying to have her attack things, and the game would always default to having her attacking one of the party members. And I was thinking, what is this? Is she, like, confused? Is that kind of part of the thing where she can't, like, concentrate or whatever? Is she, like... And then I realized, oh, no, those are green numbers coming up. So, yeah, she would heal someone by just, like, hitting them with her, like, lacrosse stick.
I'm a healer. I'm a healer, but Cox gun.
And the funny thing is, I could actually use it on the zombie whales, and it did actually do quite a bit of damage to the zombie whales. So yes,
strobe warning.
It's a little bit. It's almost done. So yeah, it was about 90-ish minutes. And I use auto battler. I think at some point I just turn on like the auto battler because I don't really care. That's it. That's the end. Remove this. Need it no more. And so here we are. So everybody has learned everything that I currently have. Now obviously that is not everything in the game by far. But everything that I have, everybody learned, and that includes, by the way, things like auto haste, which is great, auto life, auto reflect, everybody has now. Obviously, I can't turn all of those on at the same time because they cost those, like, ability points or whatever, but that's what we have. So, Dagger, I'm going to have to swap you out because you are not consistent. She, like, I'll tell her to do something and it says, oh, Dagger couldn't do it, she can't concentrate, and then she just doesn't do it. It's just the way it is. So we are we're ready to go. However, we're gonna go to one more place. It's not a grind. Don't worry. Anything about Chocobo here? Oh, this is despawned or something. I might not have actually called it here. There's one more thing I want to do before we go back to the story mode. Story mode, you know what I mean. Story quests.
Yeah.
Apparently there is an auction house in Treno that we can actually use and buy stuff from. So I was going to go look at that real quick. I didn't do it off, camera. I didn't do it while I was grinding because I figured, if we want to do it, I want to, show it to people. Where's Treno? There it is. Shoot, I don't know if I can get there from here. Hold on. Around this, I can go on this flat ass rock, but I can't go right here. Can't go across this river.
No, because it's moving.
I can go on the ocean though. Alright.
The ocean isn't moving. What are you talking about?
So let me just take a quick look at the auction house. We have lots and lots and lots of money. We have, doing that grinding got us to 422,000 monies. So let's go spend some of it maybe, if there's like some good stuff at the auction house. This song is so like ragtime 20s.
It's a little too slow for that.
If it was sped up a little bit. Today's items are a rare item, red tail. They claim fairy earrings. A rare item, moon's mirror. They claim dark matter. First. A rare item, red tail, starting 3,300. How do I? Oh, here we go. Sure. 54. 59. 58. 24. 85. 89. Jesus.
No, you need to use Price is Right rules. See, there you go. That person gets it.
1. I'm just gonna press A.
Someone's doubting.
Jesus. I don't even know what a rat tail is.
It's a very terrible hairstyle.
It's true. Jesus, stop. 12,100.
You know what? You should be an extra dick and just increase it 1 gil.
I tried to. I
Can
just
you go
tried
that
to.
low?
I can't. No. I can only increase it by hundreds. Jesus.
What is this game?
I don't know
It's
if
getting
there's
really
a
expensive.
yeah, I don't know if this is a you know what? Like I need to look this up. Hold on. F9 auction. I want to know if there's like a trick to this or if it's just going to keep on going until it's a certain price. Auction. Oh, look at all this stuff you can buy. So this has a list of like prices. That seems to indicate that there is kind of a general limit. I'm just trying to see if there's any like trick to this.
Game the system.
We don't need the fairy earrings, that's for sure. We already have them, and I've already had everybody learn everything from them. In fact, hang on, here, wait. What's the... Alright, well, we're going to continue trying to get the rat tail. All right. I got it. Our next item is the fairy earrings. Nah, you guys can. I don't need more fairy earrings. Everybody has them learned.
We do not need them.
They're nice because they give level up, the ability to level up, but everybody already has that now, so I don't care. If there was a way to like skip this. Look at this. Our next item is Uni's mirror. I think I might want this. I don't know what this is. Sure. Let's see what the so we got the rat tail for only like 12,000 or so, right? But this says it can go up to like 17. Let's see. What does this say about the mirror? A lot of these are just unique key items. I do need the rat tail, so that's good. I do need Une's mirror. So I am going to try to get it. Okay. Yeah, the game automatically like increments it by 100 for me. I'll just let them go.
Let them
Maybe that's
fight.
the trick. I mean, maybe that's the trick. Let them fight it out. And then make sure I get my bid in when he says, "Oh, it's yeah." Why you increase it by 700? You stupid son of a bitch! Increase it by another 500. Jesus.
This isn't thrilling auctioneering. You know, there's an auctioneer school to teach you how to do that.
Yes, I'm sure there is. I don't know if I could do it.
And they're not, as far as I know, speaking gibberish. They're just speaking incredibly fast.
They're speaking in Galoob-ese. The guy from did the Micro Machines commercials.
Galoob.
Nice.
Kind of like being a court stenographer.
Dark matter. What is dark matter?
It is a rare item.
This doesn't say what it is, but I think it might be a an accessory. So yeah, I'm gonna. We'll try to use the same.
Sold only once.
Yeah. Well, I do have a save just in case I miss it. I'm gonna let them fight it out again. Jesus, they're going real high. Nice. Got it. Alright, short break. Now, can I come back? If I leave and then come back, is it going to start again? Maybe I should save and then come back.
I'm not sure how it works out. Is
Let's
this
save Kupo.
like a zoning thing? Every time you zone, it like refreshes.
That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Magnet? I need to find Nazna. I don't remember where Nazna is. We can just look it up, I'm sure. Oh, here we go. Rare item Mini Sid, rare items Dogo's artifact, rare item Promised Ring, Thief Gloves. I think I want several of those. In fact, I think I want all of those things. So we'll once again just let it. I think this might be the trick. I just let everyone fight it out, and then when he says, "Is there anything else?" I do it.
Increased by 1.
Yeah. Got it. All right.
Acquire.
Doga's artifact. Doga and Une, do those names sound familiar to you? Lost Joke?
Hmm.
They should. They should sound familiar to you. Technically, if they're from
Should
Final
they?
Fantasy 3, but they were in Final Fantasy 14. Nice.
They're
No!
not tripping for me. Oh, did someone bid you again?
Yes. My trick didn't work.
They're on to you.
Okay, there we go. It wasn't that much. They are the I think this might be an accessory too. They are the Allegan clone servants from the Crystal Tower series. The ones that like help you.
Oh, that's why that's the problem. I don't. They were such a like non-note for the Crystal Tower series. They had like a non-presence for me.
Well, they were a pretty integral part of the plot. You also fight some of them in the Circus Tower. You fight bad clones.
Well, yeah, but they were very immemorable. I understand they're like integral to the Crystal Tower plot, but they had a non-presence to me.
I'm just sitting here waiting, looking at this price going up and up and up.
What are you bidding on again?
A promised ring. I think it's an accessory. We'll see what it does after this is over.
Promised.
Thief gloves. See, thief gloves. Wait. Do I have thief gloves? I don't think I do. They seem familiar, but I don't think that I have them. So I am going to bid on them. How much money do I have? We're down 100k right now. It's fine. Still more than I had last week. Yeah, I think the accessories go for like a lot of gil. I think that's kind of how you know that it's an accessory. Jesus, 32k. Christ.
Huh. Promised ring is interesting.
What is it?
It is.
Is it a girl
It's an
only thing?
No. It teaches auto reflect.
Oh, I already have one of those. Restore HP, restore MP. I wonder if can
reflect
Zidane use that?
And oh no, whoops! I'm looking at the wrong ring. What the hell?
You can use it. Restore HP. It must be a Who uses absorb MP?
Quinoa.
Ah. What about
Absorb
hold on. Magic element null? Is that a
It
VV
makes
thing?
VV spells. It makes VV spells non-elemental.
Ah.
And the last one is Restore HP, which allows physical attackers to gain health when they survive an enemy's attack in near death.
What?
When I guess when your party members are in the near death state, so like when they're going to be knocked out.
Yeah. Is it a chance? So basically, instead of getting knocked out, they get a bit of a heal so that they don't die like one time. I'm assuming.
I think they have to survive an enemy's attack when they're in that state. So it's like it won't kill them.
Seems kind of shit.
But it'll probably. Let's see.
Let me give this to Vivi for now, so we can learn this. 115. Jesus Christ. We are going to do some grind, not on stream. Don't worry, guys. I won't do any more grinding on stream, but I might do some more grinding. But what about the thief gloves? I bet these are here. Okay, here we go. Master Thief. Yes. Also, everybody has low level stuff because I was trying to give them things that I had like more than one of, just to make sure that I'm not like, you know, nobody has like a unique thing that someone else can use. In case anyone's wondering about that. Alright. What's the next thing? Oh, no, he's taking a break. Let's go save again. How much money do I have? How much money have I spent? Down to 310. That's, you know, that's still quite a bit. I've only spent a quarter of my money.
Looks like the gloves also have this thing inherent to them, is that the gloves provide a bonus to the wearer's speed when they level up with it worn.
What? Shit.
That's what I'm looking at. The thief gloves provide 26 physical evasion and 13 magic evasion, improving the wearer's chance to avoid damage. The gloves give a +1 to the wearer's speed when they level up with it equipped. When enough bonuses upon level up with the gear have been accrued, the character gains a permanent stat increase.
And how much is that? How many levels do I have to get to do that? So I'm already 46.
Does not say.
You know what?
But the stat increases speed, which according to this says that speed isn't all that relevant.
Yeah, I got it for just because it has Master Thief.
Well, there was another item that had a similar
does,
thing. I'm trying to look at what it was. I think it was the ring.
Steal better items. I mean, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, the promised ring increases strength when they level.
Interesting.
The thing that's
but it doesn't say how many
clarified
levels you need,
is, yeah, it doesn't say how many levels.
Well, look it up. I'm gonna AFK a second. I'm sorry, I have to. So I'll be right back.
Have to.
I have to.
Alright, let's see if this explains it. Each character has a fixed stat growth, but some of the equipment pieces provide permanent stat growth when a character levels up while wearing them. The best stat boosting equipment can be purchased after the party has blue Narcissus in shops. So when interested in maximizing your stats, keep the party's level low as possible. Well, that's not going to happen. Low as possible until Amaranth joins the group. What? Let's see. Okay, that's why you want them low. I don't want calculation equations. I would like to know if there's just like a flat number to aim for.
Hi. I'm back.
I don't know if there's a set bonus trigger for getting the permanent increase to your stats. I'm seeing like mathematical equations and number crunching for this, and it's like, is there just like a cap numbers, like level up 5 times and you get it? There's none of that.
Anklet.
So I don't know. I
haven't.
But this seems to be a min-maxing thing. So do you really want to min-max?
No. Not really.
Because I think you've already messed it up. If you're going to bother with this.
Nah, I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna get the anklet, but I don't need anything other things.
Because in order for this apparently to have the most returns, is you want to keep their levels as low as possible until after Amarant joins.
That's so you basically want to speed run the game and not grind at all until after that.
Yes. So you want to keep them as low.
You need to deal with though.
Hey, look, I don't know. This is like people who already know what they're doing already. When they've done multiple runs, this is our first run and probably going to be our only one. We're not going to play this again.
No, I mean I generally don't play like long games again unless I really like. It has to be like one of my favorite games of all time for me to do something like that. And as much as I like a lot of games, you know, generally I'm not going to play a game more than once, even if I really like it. Like I loved Cyberpunk, and I know that that has like multiple endings and stuff, but like I don't know, like I think I'm you know I did all of the missions, I did all of the content. I'm kind of I'm done with Cyberpunk.
I think the reason being is that when everyone else besides Garnet, Zidane, and Vivi join like the party pool, what level they are when you get them is influenced by what level they generally are when you encounter them, I suppose.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Hold on, let me I can speed this up.
This reminds me of when I was first starting to play Final Fantasy XIV. So I was kind of relying on this other YouTuber who kind of put out like guides on dungeons and sort of like what to expect.
Yeah. I
did this because I started with a job that was basically a tank. So it's like, coming from World of Warcraft, I have this mindset of everyone expects the tank to be the one leading the group and know what they're doing. So considering I was in the early stages of 14, but like not so early that I was on the forefront, I was relying on other people to kind of like have made videos to help other people along in what to expect, basically. I don't do that anymore. I more or less just kind of like we ride or die kind of situation.
14.
Because as a tank, I'm very hard to kill. So I use tank privilege in that I'll just eat mechanics if I get them wrong. Because I can.
14 was the first time I've really tanked in regards to knowing mechanics. So like as many MMOs as I've played, which I've played a lot, especially in the early 2000s. I would try new MMOs. I'd go from one to the next, whatever. Of course, I I quite enjoyed City Heroes, City Villains for a while, and I did have like tankers and brutes on that. But those were mostly just like you didn't really have to worry about mechanics. You just ate everything, and you out healed it, or you out resisted it, or you out defended it. And that was how you tank. Like your basic job was just to keep aggro, and you don't really have to do anything else. You have to gather the enemies. I think generally you want to keep them in tight groups, which is where I learned how to keep enemies in tight groups as a tank, was from City Heroes, because you have to keep them in tight groups so that other people's AoEs can hit them all. But otherwise, you didn't have to avoid stuff. You didn't do anything like that in City Heroes. So when I got to Final Fantasy 14, I had never really had that kind of experience where I had to like tank and avoid stuff. So the first few times that I tried to tank, and this was I had been playing Final Fantasy 14 for probably at least half a year to a year by this point before I finally decided, you know what, I'll try being a tank. And I was doing it with a couple of friends at the time, and I didn't, even though I had seen people tanking technically because I had done dungeons until then, I just didn't really know how to do it myself. And during the first few bosses, I would just kind of sit in the AoE because I thought my main job as a tank, because I knew playing as a main DPS that positionals matter, and so I was thinking, man, I think as a tank I don't want to move the boss at all, right? Like I want to keep it steady so that the DPS can hit their positionals, and so I wouldn't even like move out of the way of AoEs for a little bit until people told me like, hey, you should probably move out of the AoEs. And I was like, oh, but then won't the like boss move around? And they're like, no, the boss will just kind of stand there casting while you move, and then you can just move back. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I did that, and that's
the only positional you really need to worry about as a tank is keep the back of the boss to the party. That's it.
Yeah, I need that. I need the Griffin's Heart. I don't need anything else.
Oh,
just the Griffin's Heart.
So I brought this up because I liked this particular YouTuber's approach to explaining the dungeon runs and the bosses within, as just very straightforward, just no superfluous information. Because there was another YouTube who kind of did the same thing, but went into like, I think, unnecessary detail in like regards to like how boss mechanics works. Like they would throw out damage numbers and things like that. It's like I don't care about like the boss's attack will hit me for this amount of HP damage. I don't care. What I'm looking for is what is it called, what does it do, and what I need to do to respond to that. That's all I cared about.
Yeah.
But he just all this unnecessary information, which kind of annoyed me.
Some people are really into the unnecessary like stats and stuff. But it never really mattered, to be honest.
It's like I get it. I get you understand the more the minutia of how the mechanics of a fight work, but not everyone really cares about that. I certainly didn't, because that was more information. That was information I didn't need. So that's why I preferred the other YouTube videos over the others. And I have, as I put it, since I feel like I've graduated to where I can reliably tank. Will I? Not really. I don't like strangers that much.
I have been, sorry, I'm double checking this list. Griffin's Heart, Doga, Une, and Rat Tail. I think we have everything. Rat Tail, Une, Doga, Griffin's Heart. Okay. We can leave. I don't know that we need anything else here. I think that we're done here. For now. We will have to come back. But for now, I don't think that there's anything else that we particularly want. And nothing else that we can get right now.
There isn't a lot of stuff the auction house actually has. Like, once you buy the one-time only things, that's it. There's not a whole lot there.
So, something I've noticed about a lot of YouTube people who write a quote-unquote guide. They'll say, oh, well, look at this new guide. It's a guide to Dark Knight. It's a guide to Viper. It's a guide to, whatever. And it's literally just them reading out the tooltips. That's it. That's all it is. I'm like, what the hell? I can just do this myself, of course. And then I think, how many people don't actually read the tooltips?
Surprisingly, a lot of people don't read the tooltips. It seems like I'd be generalizing, but my experience tells me that no, not a lot. A lot of times people just don't. They don't read the tooltips.
But I also see similar ones that are like, yeah.
Well, and then it's like them not reading the tooltips, and then kind of like spreading their wisdom to other people on how they should play a class that they think they know.
I would rather have the... Why is my camera so weird? Oh, because I accidentally pressed this button, that's why. I would rather have their opinion on how to use something than just reading out the tooltips. Reading out the tooltips is such a lazy goddamn thing to do. Like, it's a waste of my time. I can just do that in game. There's also the ones that are like
particularly.
Let's talk about the patch notes. And you think, oh, okay, they're going to discuss the patch notes. They're gonna read the patch notes, which is fine. That's part of it. They're going to discuss. They're going to say, oh, what does this mean for blah blah blah? Except again, the video is just literally just them reading the patch notes and nothing else. It's like, Christ.
I don't
like my brother in Christ. I could just go to the website and do that myself. Why do I have to watch a video?
I don't always look at videos like that. Like for reading patch notes. The only one where I kind of sort of watch a video of someone going over the patch notes for a game so far is one game and one guy that does it. It's for Fallout 76, because he actually does sort of theory craft, like, you know, oh, these changes, what could that mean? Because he also,
that's what I want.
Ironically, he does kind of like make builds for, you know, characters in Fallout 76, but not just like, not always just kind of like the true high end, basically end game builds. He does kind of do budget builds, he calls them, as opposed in the sense of you're just starting out. What do you kind of want to do? So it's like, what can you do without a lot of investment into your various perk cards? Because
that's one of the things
some of the
I dislike about a lot of online games. Not every online game is like this, but there's a lot of games that have. It can be interesting to have to make your own build and stuff, but a lot of that ends up being like, if you want to do this specific build, you have to get this specific equipment, and it's always like high-end equipment that you have to like grind like 3 months for and whatever. And like they list off this build like, oh yeah, it's easy, you can just get this and this and this and this, and it's like, but I have to pay like a million like caps for that. Like I can't just get that.
Invest.
And the build doesn't work without that equipment. Like if you try to do that build without all of that, you're screwed, because it needs this specific piece of equipment to like work, and you can't get it. There's so many games, there's so many YouTubers who are like that, who are like, oh yeah, you just this amazing build that you need to like get all this super expensive grindy equipment to even do.
Just throw money at your problem, forehead.
You know, people give Final Fantasy XIV shit for not really having builds, but I like that you don't really have to worry about that kind of thing. Sometimes it's a nice breath of fresh air. Hey, we're at the Mage Village.
I will say that we are. I'll say this. I feel like I'll get heat for it by saying 14 is kind of like baby's first MMO. But
I don't know why you would get heat for that. It's literally what it is.
Yeah,
at least at the start.
People would get mad saying that, you know, about how hard it is. But here's the thing too. People said that about Warcraft. Like 14... original release Warcraft, vanilla Warcraft would be comparatively to other MMOs of the day would be easy.
Yes, well, because other MMOs tended to be a full-on sandbox with like little in the way of quests or that kind of thing.
They were investments. Like, that's what you did. Anyways, 14.
They made 14 with the expectation that people who have played games like the other Final Fantasy games, not 11, but the other Final Fantasy games, are interested in 14 because it's a numbered entry in the Final Fantasy series, but they have never played an MMO before, and so people do complain about how slow the start of 14 is when you're low level and when you're leveling up, but they do that kind of on purpose because they expect people who have never played an MMO to play this game, and they need to be eased in to the gameplay. Having said that, if you play a lot of the stuff in Dawn Trail, especially the stuff in the patches, even like the regular like dungeon content is actually a lot more interesting and difficult, and I find it I think people are starting to, the people who that easiness is made for are starting to complain because they decided that in the Dawn Trail stuff that they would actually make stuff challenging and not just like the extremes of the regular, like, you know, the dungeons or the regular trials or whatever. And it's like the people who might play extremes or whatever, it's not that challenging, sure, but I think that a lot of people don't really do extremes. They don't really do savage. They don't do that stuff. They just do the story content, and that's all they do. And so to those people, it can be rather challenging, especially again the newer stuff, to have to, you know, to be able to keep up your rotation and also do all of these mechanics. And I think that it's a lot more fun, and I wish that they had done it like 40 levels ago. I wish they had done
that. Well,
a bit more of this in Heavensward. I think you should know how to play the game by the time you're 50, to be honest. But, you know,
this is the issue that Yoshi P has addressed a few times, is that there is a very large rift in content when it comes to the casual player and the hardcore player, meaning that there's not a lot of middle ground that they are still trying to address, because especially now with the current release of Dawn Trail, there, you know, I will admit I don't do extreme stuff, mostly because
I also don't.
I've done my time as a raider. I raided in Warcraft. I even did some hardcore content, really dedicated in Heavensward. And I gotta tell you, like, at level content Heavensward was really annoying. It burnt me out. I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not doing the raiding life again. I briefly touched on it again late after Heavensward in Shadowbringers. I did some of the high-end content, but I was like, no, I said I wouldn't do this. So I keep stepping away from the hardcore content, because it's like I don't want it to be my job.
I'm someone who you could call me a casual player. You could call me a filthy casual. I don't care. I'm someone who, I don't really do extremes. I don't do savages. I am not a new to MMOs player. I'm not a new to video games player. I can think I am perfectly well able to do extremes or savages. I don't think, you know, sure, they would be challenging. That's what they're meant to be. But I think I can do them just fine. I just choose not to, because I kind of don't really see the point. Like, I don't really care about that. I care more about the story and the more fun kind of challenge, which, to be honest, is what I'm getting in the newer the Dawn Trail patch stuff. I think that the fights there are decently fun and interesting, and not overly challenging, but still not like a snooze fest. Again, you know, maybe someone who does, you know, savage rating would disagree and say that they're easy, but the thing is, like, you're dumb. You're dumb if you don't see the dichotomy there. The like, yes, like you don't think it's hard because you are already doing the hardest content in the game. So of course you're not going to think that something that is easier is any kinds of challenging, but this is not really meant for you. You know, you have savages to do, you have ultimates to do. This isn't really for you. You know, this isn't made for you. This is made for people who are not into that stuff. I don't know, maybe I'll get heat for that, but I don't care. Should we play the game?
It is.
We're just gonna.
It is a long and talked about topic of just MMOs in general. Especially when you start getting into the minor things in the subject of MMOs, like, you know, the content inside that topic as it is. It can be talked about for a while.
Don't call me a scrub noob if you haven't beaten Sword Saint on Sekiro. Don't even at me, bro.
That is a whole other can of worms that I'm not going to touch in regards to parry combat.
I like parry combat. I think it's fun.
Anyways, like I said, we'd be encroaching in a whole other can to open, and I don't want to, because Vivi is going to have an existential crisis, I assume.
Yeah, I think so.
Looks like nobody's here.
Where'd they go?
I'm gonna go look around.
All right.
Run away!
I'll just be here by myself.
Oh, you're not by yourself. Everyone else is inside of your pockets.
There's an owl here. Woo!
Now is that the Legend of Zelda owl? Is he gonna invert his face?
It's the owl from Ocarina of Time. He's gonna talk to me about what I should do and where I should go, and then he's gonna ask me, "Would you like to hear it again?" And it's gonna default to yes. Like, no, I didn't mean to press yes.
No, that reminds me of someone who this was a conscious decision in that sort of moment of saying yes or no. Is that the rewording of yes and no is like, do you want to select a reward for completing this content? And it's like,
It tricks you.
yes, I don't want a reward, or no, I want a reward. It's reversed. So you actually have to pay attention, and it does trip me up because sometimes I forget. It's like the reward I get at the end of this content I don't need, because usually I'm just kind of like there for just the hell of it. So I don't want a reward, but the fact that it says, yes, I don't want a reward, always makes me stop and think for a moment. Like, yes, I don't want a reward. That is a little devious joke that some designer did for that.
Yes, we have no bananas. Oh no, they don't do their synthesizing here anymore.
Well, so far we haven't found anyone suspicious.
I mean, we kind of know where they are, right?
Yeah, we, the audience, know where they are, but Zidane and company don't.
Well, Zidane and Vivi did kind of see him, right? They were surprised that they joined Kuja, I think, or at least they seemed to.
Where is everyone? Oh, I was also this guy. I think this is the
Probably
leader.
Yeah.
Does he have a stick? Is he holding a staff? That was the thing.
Yes, he is.
They went away with Kuja. 2 other guys stayed behind. They're probably at the Chocobo Shack. I don't know. I feel like he should speak in contractions. I don't. The far east side of the village, I think. Why? Why did they go with him? They learned about our lifespan. We can only live for a given amount of time. Kuja said he knew how to extend our lifespans, so everyone followed him. He's lying. I bet he's lying. Look at what he's done to us. He's been using us, treating us like puppets. Maybe we are just puppets, created to serve humans.
Come on, that's nonsense.
Where did they go? I can't tell you that. I can't betray them. Then why didn't you go with them? You said the other 2 guys are at the Chocobo Shack, right?
Vivi!
Right.
Why?
I still think that there's something different about Vivi. I'm still am of the opinion that Vivi isn't like the exact same as these guys.
He is and also isn't. Also because he's much smaller.
Yeah, he looks different. Like, yeah, he's wearing a big hat and like the robes, and he can use magic, but like he does look different than any of the other ones.
Also, doesn't he eat?
He does. He does eat. We've seen him eat. He has actually eaten. He sleeps too.
Although, granted, we haven't been around the other black mages enough to tell if they also eat and sleep.
True. That's true. I thought it was implied earlier that he didn't. That the other ones didn't.
I don't remember. Well, like I said, we haven't been around them in a long enough span. Hello? Is anyone there?
Evie.
Please, open the door.
You know what else? We know. Oh my god.
What? What was that?
It's Barn!
Huh?
Oh.
Wait!
The hell?
What is this?
Finally.
The other guy.
Finally.
Hooray!
Hooray!
I still can't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
We're here to look after the chocobo.
At first, we were gonna go with everyone, but someone had to stay behind to look after the chocobo egg, so we stayed.
We kept the egg nice and warm by putting a lot of hay over it.
I can't wait to show him to everyone.
They're gonna be so happy.
We have to come up with a name.
Hey, what's happening to me? I feel strange.
Me too.
Vivi?
You stayed behind because you were worried about the chocobo egg.
I don't know. I wanted to follow Kuja because I was so scared of dying. But I couldn't. I felt like I was leaving something important behind.
I want to ask you something.
What is it?
Am I gonna stop pretty soon too?
I was just about to bring this up before before the door opened and things happened. There's another difference between Vivi and these black mages. Vivi has been around longer than them. They've already had black mages die or just like stop working, right?
Yeah.
But we know that Vivi lived with his quote unquote grandfather, his Q grandfather, for a while. We don't know how long.
Who apparently was planning on eating him.
We don't know how long it was, but I think we can at least assume like a good long while. I mean, they had a height chart for him, didn't they? And
Yes.
and he grew, which means it implies that he was there for years. And then
Vivi
another few weeks
does
between.
in fact have an age.
Yeah, and then the grandfather died, and then a few weeks later, and Vivi left, and a few weeks later he arrived at Alexandria, and the game started. But I think that they said earlier that these black mages only last for about a year before they stop working. So, yeah, I think I'm still of the assumption that Vivi is a real boy. He's a real boy. And these black mages are like copies or something.
Facsimiles. homunculi, even. I don't know. Kuja said the prototype built before us would last longer. Oh, so it could be Vivi is a prototype.
Maybe. Could be.
But I am gonna stop eventually.
Well, Vivi, you were starting. Didn't I say he's gonna have an existential crisis again?
I mean, everybody dies, Vivi.
I mean,
Not
that is
everybody
the
really
nature
lives.
of that. Get busy living or get busy dying.
Listen, I don't care about all the historical inaccuracies of that game or that movie. It was a good, entertaining movie.
When are we gonna get a Braveheart game?
I feel like there probably was at one point.
Yeah, but it probably wasn't very good.
Yeah.
I was really confused when my grandpa died. He told me, Vivi, no need to be sad. So I told myself I can't be sad. That's why I felt confused again when I heard that everyone was stopping around here. I didn't know what to do or what to feel. But when I saw Dagger crying when her mom died, I wasn't confused anymore. I was sad. Vivi sad. If I were just a puppet, I never would have felt that way. Mr. 288, we aren't puppets. I know we aren't. I hate him. I hate Kuja. He's turning everyone into puppets just to kill people. If it weren't for him, I know everyone would understand someday. It's not fair.
Vivi.
Kuja's secret palace is on the eastern side of this continent.
Is that the place? Is that the place that we saw before?
Probably. It is
In
probably
the
that
crater
weird,
or whatever.
the floating fortress.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. It's buried under quicksand. You'll need a ship to get there.
We have
An
a ship.
airship.
Oh.
Thanks.
I hope we can become strong like you someday. A large chunk of 9's story is very much Vivi trying to find his identity.
And I'm perfectly fine with that.
So when you think to yourself, do you
Yes.
hear your own voice?
Yes.
Like,
I hear.
is it your voice that you hear?
Usually, it's some kind of version of my voice. I think.
I guess on the same, I guess on a little bit same thoughts. Like, so when you're reading, are you reading in your head in your own voice?
Okay, so some people can read without that, and those are the people who can read like really fast. For me, when I read, I could read that fast. I have read that fast in the past, like, you know, if I had like an assignment for school due and I needed to read something really quick, you know, I would skim through and I would read stuff really fast, and I would get it. I would get what I'm reading. But if I'm reading for fun, if I'm reading a story, you know, or whatever, I will read it in my head as though I'm kind of narrating it, and I will come up with voices and I will come up with sound effects and all of that in my head, like a really good audiobook in my head. And because of that, I tend to read fairly slowly. Not like super slow, but like, you know, it'll take me a while to read through a big book. But that's because I embellish with all the trappings.
This only comes up because, like, for the moment, Garnet is mute.
Yes.
But it is difficult to write a story with a mute person. So she's going to have her own inner dialogue. So I brought it up as do you hear your own voice in your head when you're thinking? Which is what Garnet is doing. Anyway, it is, and it's also kind of been a while since she's had a thought. Funny phrasing. This girl is having a thought in her head.
Vivi is so much on his mind.
It reminds me of Dune. Have you ever read the original Dune or saw the 1984 movie?
I've seen the 1984 movie, not read the book.
Do you remember in the 1984 movie they had a lot of these? They had where you would have like a close up of a person and you would hear their thoughts and they come out kind of like as a whisper, like the person whispering to themselves.
Yeah.
Which is not generally done in movies. That was like kind of a weird thing. It's just one of the weird things about the Dune movie. But the thing is, it's weird in the sense of it being in a movie, but that is the way it was in the book. And the book has tons of like, you're reading the inner thoughts of these characters, and so that's why the original movie has that, is because they were trying to kind of translate that into the
how else
movie.
do you portray such a thing presented in one medium to a visual one? Because that sort of thing works in a book sense, because just because of the perspective and the medium. But when you translate that to a visual medium, that sort of puts it somewhere else. So it's like, how do you portray this, the thing on pages into something you see?
There's definitely ways. There's ways other than just having them speaking their mind, or thinking,
screaming disappointed to the world.
Yeah, like for instance, Vivi has so much on his mind. She's thinking about Vivi, so they could have maybe framed this. Well, if it was more of a 3D game, if it actually had other camera angles and stuff, they could have framed it like the focus is on her, right, and then she looks over and sees Vivi, and she has maybe an expression on her face like she's thinking of Vivi, and she is worried about Vivi, and that doesn't necessarily specifically get to the point of her thinking that he has so much on his mind, but it does get the point across that she is worrying right now about Vivi without any actual words being said. Like that kind of thing. That's how you do it into like a
we're
visual
only like
medium.
a half step removed from this just being a book.
Yeah.
It's visual,
RPGs.
but this is an RPG and an older one at that, so it's like we're still doing a lot of reading. So the text is doing a lot of the heavy lifting and conveying, the lack of proper visual representation of what's going on.
And there are, of course, technical limitations. So like what I described, like, yeah, they maybe could have done that, but that would have been. But they wouldn't have been able to do that, at least not without a lot of extra work in the game, because the game isn't really 3D generally. Like, it's pre-rendered backgrounds from a set angle, and then the characters are 3D, but the camera doesn't really move. It doesn't change angle. It doesn't like zoom in, etc., etc. And so they couldn't really do a shot like that. Now they could have, but for them to be able to do a shot like that, it would have either had to have been pre-rendered, which obviously costs money and time, or they would have had to draw a new background and set up the camera and do this and that, and they would have had to actually animate her face to have like a different expression, which I don't think they really do much of because the camera is so far out. Like, they do have different expressions, but they're not subtle. They're not subtle expressions, which I think you would need for a worried expression. You would need it to be a little bit more subtle generally than what this game has. But again, it's not necessarily that they couldn't do it. It's that they chose not to do it because that was not the aesthetic that they had in mind. They wanted a particular aesthetic for this game, and they stuck to it, and that's fine, perfectly fine. And I think that I like the aesthetic of this game. I like the way this game looks. But
aesthetics last longer than realism.
Yes, that's true.
Unlike me, he's fighting so hard. I thought it would change after I met Zidane. Once I acceded to the throne, I knew I had to change.
I feel like I should have that like introspective echo to my voice.
Whisper it like
But
in the
nothing is-
Dune movie. But nothing has changed. I'm so helpless.
But nothing has changed. I'm so helpless.
Wow! Dagger, were you listening too? That crybaby sure has come a long way, don't you think? Dagger? Are you right? Don't worry too much. Vivi has his own way of dealing with things, and you have yours. Come on, cheer up. I'll be Kuja, and you'll get your voice back in no time. Damn! Something wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get going.
Mr. 288 said Kuja's palace is buried under quicksand, right?
Yeah. We're taking the ship to the eastern side of the continent to get there.
Fade to black.
Then let's go. Also, I wanted to go over here one more time because I also had another the
There's a
windmill.
pool here now.
There is. The windmill. Is it made of chocobo feathers?
It might be,
It looks like
because
it
that's
is.
what something I was looking at.
It's Moguri. Do you have anything? No, you don't. Okay. Well, it's a save outside. It's fine. Let's go ahead and save now. Oh, yeah,
Slamming into every tree on the way here.
Okay. You know what I didn't look at is the anklet. Nothing, or at least nothing for... Is it a girl thing? Or is it just not what I think it was? There it is. It is a girl thing. It gives her healer too. You know what? She can have healer. Sure. Why not?
That reminds me of my time as a shout warrior in Guild Wars 2. I would yell at people to get better. That was a fun time. I like the amusement of being an unconventional healer.
Oh, this is it. Alright, let's go to the ship. What are these, by the way? Have you been here before? What is this? Why is the...
There's something obviously under there.
I can't
The
interact
question
with
is-
these at all.
We probably lack the key item to...
Yeah, it might be like a
Interact with
story
it.
thing. Alright, let's go to the ship. I don't remember the ship.
What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Two worlds? Can you just go fight the boss the moment you gain control?
It'd be kind of cool, though.
I mean, yeah, that's why I said two worlds. That's what you exactly could do. It does this big setup of the big bad, and as soon as you gain control of your character, you can immediately go off to the side, and the big evil guy is right there.
I mean, you can do
And
that
guess
in
what?
The latest Zelda games, too. Just go right to the boss.
Yeah, you can go fight Calamity Ganon. I mean, granted, in Two Worlds, he was a boss. He was hard to kill. You, as a level 1 guy, could not hope to do it. But what people do is what I did with Umbra in Oblivion, is I drag him to a settlement and just let the NPCs throw bodies of NPCs at them till the bad guy ends up dying. Here's another funny story about Two Worlds. It was so awful, I deleted my initial Xbox Live profile just so it wouldn't show up on my gamer card. that I had played it. Yeah.
Ouch. I've never played it. I don't think I've ever seen it played. I don't know what kind of game it is.
It sort of follows on the heels of like Elder Scrolls Oblivion, sort of just that open world Western fantasy sort of game. But
I called this. Oh, I don't need it.
My experience was not positive with it. I did not like it. As I've said. I might go. I might go back on that and actually play it for memes, basically. But other than that, I don't really know much else about Two Worlds. I know it had a sequel, Two Worlds 2, Electric Boogaloo. But other than the end game boss being right there, I know not much else about the game. Like, if it's good.
Is this good? Is this a good thing to do?
I mean, I guess it eliminates the potential issue of like casting a fire spell on a monster and it heals it instead of hurts it.
I suppose so. Regen is fine. MP plus is fine. I'm not gonna turn healer on for her. She had like another couple of points I could give, but I don't. If I had one more point, I could give her MP plus 20 instead of MP plus 10. But I do not. So I'll just leave it. Sorry, I did like weird things. Like I said, I did weird things because I was leveling up their AP stuff. So I'm just double checking that all their stuff is going to be good. 0 magic you paid. No.
See, I'm as expected. I'm looking at the potential use for it, and it's not really that great. Because Vivi does learn non-elemental spells, which are just, better.
Yeah.
This says that the Elementless ability could potentially be useful during the brief window water is Vivi's most powerful spell against enemies that are resistant to water.
Versus what?
Enemies that are resistant to water.
No, I mean like what more powerful spells would he have? Because I have water. Versus anything else, because I guess potentially assuming in this Fire 3,
explanation,
Blizzard 3. Thunder 3.
I guess
which we don't have.
Mileage varies depending on players' progress through the story and where they are mechanically as far as like character strength goes. It's just, I guess there is a brief moment where water is the hardest hitting spell Vivi has, and you're around a lot of water enemies. But ultimately, it seems like the magic element Null just doesn't really help him.
Interesting. Vivi doesn't get MP plus stuff.
Because apparently in this it says if you made Doomsday a non-elemental attack, it actually hurt the spell instead of like making it better.
Well, I don't have Doomsday. I do have Meteor, which is probably more damage than water because it costs a lot more MP. But then again, am I really going to cast Meteor every time? Maybe I will. But Meteor is already non-elemental.
It seems like in order to like make it worth it, you have to put a little bit more effort into like also supplementing it with other things, which you're probably not gonna do.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's do something else then. Let's do What am I gonna do? I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna need. I guess I'll get this, and I'll actually start using his can't think of the word. Trance. Jesus. Hi. It is crazy to me that orcs, this is a troll I know, but made me think, orcs exist in Final Fantasy and have since the first game. The thing is, I've only ever really played, what, 6, 7, a little bit of 8, 11, but never in the orc area, and then 14, and now, you know, 15 and 16 as well, but like 15 and 16 don't have orcs. 14 doesn't have orcs. 6, 7, 8 don't have orcs.
14 doesn't have orcs yet.
I think 14 orcs are Mammuljaw, basically. I think that's who they are.
Well, that'd mean they're a stand-in, but well, it looks like we found Quicksand.
Yep.
But 3, where's that? No, 4. I bet you it's in the middle.
Lost joke. It's been a fairly recent running gag. I assume because some famous YouTube comedian said it, and now everybody you know is re-saying it because they're trying to also be funny. Quicksand. In the 80s and 90s, Quicksand was shown in movies and TV as being very dangerous and deadly, and also potentially something that you had to worry about at all times. But number one, you don't generally have to worry about this unless you're in a very specific area, and even then, Quicksand, you don't actually sink past like your thighs in Quicksand. It's not that deep.
Well, it's not that deep, but it's also not as dangerous as it's portrayed by far. And you can get out.
Yes.
Because in the
movies,
very
it's
simple
like,
to get out of Quicksand.
Yeah, in the movies, it's like, oh no, you're gonna sink all the way and you're gonna drown in the quicksand and you can't move. And it's like in real life, it's just like, no, it's just kind of like a really muddy puddle, and it only goes like maybe 2 or 3 feet down, and that's it. And then you'll stop, and then you can just walk out.
Yeah, and that's what you do to get out of Quicksand. You sort of just kind of try to walk like you're going up steps. That's it.
All right, let's take one. Oh, what's going on? Hi.
A giant worm.
Let's see what he has. Oh, I forgot to put Master Thief on him. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I did put Master Thief on. All right. Hey. Are you using Gil? No, I'm not gonna use Gil. Causes non-elemental damage to the enemy. Makes the enemy weak against some elemental property. Sure. What's it gonna do? Became weak against wind. That's unfortunate. I don't really have any wind. Tell you what, though. Have a meteor.
There you go. Use meteor.
Also, I didn't actually heal up before I did this fight. I probably should have. I didn't, like, tent or use an inn. Probably should have done that.
Do you...
I feel like earth damage is not gonna work on this guy.
Do you want to know something nitpicky about meteor?
Go ahead.
It is misnamed.
It's true, it is.
Because if it was really how it worked and being displayed, it'd be called meteorite. And do you want to know why it should be called meteorite?
Why?
Because it has the right stuff to enter the atmosphere.
Okay. Sure. That was a lot of pump for that. For an 8 MP spell. I should heal up.
We did it.
Look at my HP.
What was that spell he cast on us to put us all down this low?
I don't
Like
know.
fire?
It was some kind of wind thing, like a hot wind. So we're just tenting next to this.
It's okay. We got rid of the threat.
All right, save. Let's go ahead and save. I'm also gonna double check and see if I put Master Thief on him or not. I thought I did. I did. Okay, good. Oh, we're still blind. I had to buy more eye drops, by the way, because that stupid octopus thing that I was grinding against kept on inking everybody. I think that this is the wrong one. I think this is the wrong one. I think this is the wrong way to go. Let's do let's try water on this guy. Let's see what happens.
He becomes wet.
How much damage it does. It healed him.
Oh, it healed him.
Luckily, he hasn't taken any damage yet, so it's fine.
Oh no, he's got overshield now.
What if I silence him? Did it work? It did work. Which is great. Let's try thievery again. It does 4,000 every time. What?
Not bad.
What?
Is the claw he has is it water based?
It might be. It might be. Hey, that's no fair. You're silenced. You can't cast things. Oh, there you go. Just attack him. Just friggin' hit him. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Just hit him. Just hit him.
Attack
Kill
when
him.
the tail is up.
I should have used something other than Blizzard. Oh yeah, I forgot this heals. Oh shit.
You played yourself.
Hold on. Good thing I saved. Here, is it on? You get up. You can probably finish him off. Let's freaking do it again. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know why that does so much damage, but I'm not gonna question it.
All right, let's look at Amaranth's weapon. It's like, is it water based?
Well, first of all, we need to there we go. And then let's go ahead and we're just gonna go ahead and oh no! Look out!
It's okay,
Don't
he
go in there.
floats.
I didn't mean to save, hold on. I wanted to tent. There we go. Okay.
Woo whoop, woo woo, woo whoop, woo woo woo.
Alright. What is his weapon? Equip.
Dragon's claws.
Yeah.
Yeah, water.
I should give him a different weapon for this. Unfortunately, all the other weapons are so, like, less. I mean, look at this. 53 to 39. God. Well, we kind of have to do it. Oh, he still has
Presumably, we're gonna be fighting more enemies that might
I guess not.
reflect.
I didn't even press a button. I think we're just fighting a sandworm. Okay.
An actual worm.
Shai Hulud!
Lisa and Gaib.
Do you hear that? I still haven't seen part 2 of that, by the way. I mean, it's not. I'm not gonna get spoiled. I know what happens.
I mean, nothing's really a spoiler because, like, if you've read the book, you know what's
Yes.
going on.
I've read the book. I've read all 6 original books. I've seen the original movie. I've seen the Sci-Fi Channel miniseries. I've seen part 1.
My only experience with Dune is the original movie. It's a real shame that Amaranth's gotta basically be nerfed in order to. What's going on with Aiko here? Why was she spinning?
She's confused.
Oh, that's what happens?
Yeah. If this doesn't move damage.
So
No,
I don't
really.
dislike Dune. I just don't. I'm still in the camp that I've mentioned before. Where it's like I'm waiting for the aha moment of like that image of Danny DeVito. I get it now. I'm waiting for that to happen. It hasn't clicked for me yet. So I guess non-offensively, I'm saying what. Why is this such a thing? Like, why is it such a big thing? I don't understand the following it has. Maybe I should start at the beginning. Maybe I should actually read the book.
You should. The first couple of books are really good, and then it starts getting real goddamn weird. Dune is very influential to a lot of sci-fi stuff, because you have to remember that Dune came out in the 60s. Dune is basically the sci-fi equivalent of Lord of the Rings in how influential it was, except to sci-fi instead of fantasy.
And this is what I understand. I get it that it's got like long-reaching influences to modern sci-fi, and it is very much kind of like sci-fi's Lord of the Rings. It's just like, whereas I like Lord of the Rings. I've read most of the books, not all of them, only because Tolkien writes really dry. It's hard to digest.
Yeah.
That's why I prefer the films because of the way
Jesus
Tolkien
Christ.
writes.
You gotta stop doing this, my man. You gotta stop doing that.
So it's like, I get Lord of the Rings. I'm a fan of Lord of the Rings. Probably I would never be as big a fan as Stephen Colbert. I won't
Nobody's
just
as big a
casually. I will not just casually have a conversation in Elvish.
Friggin'
So it's like
Peter Jackson isn't as big of a fan as Stephen Colbert.
No, I don't think anyone is as big a fan as Colbert. I did like some of the ribbing James Franco has with him. Tried to, I guess, test Colbert's knowledge. Anyways, so I suppose I should try and read the books first, because it's like, I've seen the new Dune movie Part 1, and I probably want to see it again, because...
I knew you'd come. Everything is going according to Keikaku.
I knew you were going to say that.
Editor's note, Keikaku means plan.
Wait, Sid, what are you doing here?
Zane! What? Pick up!
Sid, where the heck are we?
Good question, Ribbit. I wish I knew.
After I fell into the quicksand, everything went dark. I heard some douchebag laughing at me. Man, what a dick. Hey, I heard that. What? That's all I can remember.
Me too, Ribbit. When I woke up, Ribbit, I was in this room, Ribbit. Rah, 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 rah.
Oh yeah, where is everyone?
I don't know. All right.
What? I still want to know. What's Sid doing here?
He was with us. He's with us on the ship. I think he's just coming with us.
I thought he stayed on the ship. That's the thing.
That kind of implies that Blanc might be with us, but maybe Blanc stayed behind on the ship. So you're finally awake. That voice, it's Kuja.
Were you trying to cross the border?
Is Kuja the shadow to Zidane Sonic? Is that the voice that I've ended up giving him?
Sure. Let's go with it.
Nice cock. I'm so happy to see you again. You rat bastard. That's one of, that's
I
one
know
of his
it.
famous lines. That's, you know, it's,
Famously, yes.
You rat bastard. Where are my friends?
My, aren't we feisty today? No need to worry about them. They're in rooms not unlike yours. Oh yes, by the way, I should probably enlighten you as to your current situation.
Yikes! Whoa!
I'm sure that even your feeble mind can grasp what would happen if you were to take the plunge.
Kuja, you're
God,
dead!
What? No.
He really
no,
is that, like, cringe lord. The fact that he said your feeble mind, I'm like, oh
Your
god, he
feeble
really is
mind.
that guy.
Oh dear, was
Nothing
it something I
personnel,
said?
kid.
Either way, now that you're aware of your predicament, I'd like you to do a tiny little favor for me. I'll let your friends live if you say yes.
Will you go out with me?
we have a save. Does it matter? Does it actually matter?
It probably doesn't. It probably doesn't matter, but I want to just be
I want to
difficult
say
and say
no.
never.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm doing it.
Never!
Never.
You still don't get it, do you? Do you still refuse?
Ah!
What if I keep on saying no?
Damn it, I don't have a choice.
Very good. You've chosen wisely. First, step outside.
Oh, cool. Hey, Sid, I need you to look after the others. Fine, Ribbit. I won't let you down. And you, Ribbit, come back safe, Ribbit. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, I will. See ya. Smell you later, loser.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Not these guys again.
Stand between the two black mages.
I've seen this
Would you
meme.
like to play a game?
Whoa. Is that a grill in the middle? Are you cooking up something, Kuja? I'm kind of hungry. Saying. Ah.
Immediately go over to the food area. I just did that. I just did that on reflex.
Monkey
Welcome to
brain.
my
go
humble
burr.
abode.
Just cut to the chase and tell me what the hell you want.
It's all me, by the way. It's me. It's Sid. It's Zidane. It's Kuja. It's all me right now.
My, we're upset, aren't we? Well, this is your errand. I want you to go somewhere and bring something back for me.
Tell me what it is already, you demon.
What kind of insult was that? It's weird. You're weird.
I'm not the one not wearing pants.
Touché. I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Surely you haven't forgotten that I hold your friends' lives in my hands.
Grr.
I'm going to send you to a place called Oilvert.
Oilvert.
Okay, hold on. I have to look it up. I'm not going to look up anything about it. I just need to look up what the hell it is.
How do you say this?
How does one say? Sorry, what is it?
Oilvert.
Oilverte. What does it say? This says Oilveru. Oilver. So it's oil there. It's French. It's oil there.
Disgusting.
It's oil there. Oil there. My God, it's even pronounced correctly. It's hard to say.
Imagine speaking a disgusting language.
What the hell
French.
kind of name is that?
Oilver is south of the Seaways Canyon, on the Forgotten Continent. It really isn't my kind of place. I find the name very difficult to say.
What do you mean by that?
You see, there's an anti-magic barrier around the place. And I want to send someone because you're too stupid to use magic.
Wow. Just come right out and say it.
Once there, I want you to retrieve the Gulug stone for me. What do you say? Isn't it a simple task? I'll even send you on my luxury cruise ship, so you won't have to worry about transportation. Perhaps it's too much for you, or I'd better send you with 3 of your friends just to be safe. Just so we fill out the party, you know. Besides, nobody likes to fight against himself. Huh? Never mind. Speak their names when you've chosen your partners.
Okay, well,
So I guess we're choosing who we're going to take for the time being.
I mean, it's going to be Eiko because she's like my only reliable healer right now. And then I can just do anybody else. I'm going to go ahead and go Vivi. And, you know what? I think I'll do Freya. Either one, Freya or Steiner. Who do you think?
Well,
Steiner
I have
would
a
have
feeling
the stuff with Vivi, right?
he would, I think.
So
Also,
he might be good.
I'm pretty sure he still hits like a goddamn truck.
Yeah, he and Zidane hit really hard right now. Of course, Zidane's 6 levels above, but Steiner because he has that the magic sword thing with Vivi.
I want Eiko, Vivi, and Rust Bucket.
Fine, I shall summon them.
And you know who Rust Bucket
always
is?
pick
Of
last.
course I do.
Pick last for the team.
Eiko.
Huh?
Rust Bucket.
It's Steiner.
What? He was asleep.
And Vivi.
Huh?
Step through the door. Proceed to the center of the platform.
I don't
is
know
this
which
you or me?
numbered mages. I don't remember which
Aren't
numbered
you going
mages
to
I
ask
was.
us why we're doing this?
No. I'd probably do the same thing if I were you.
We've entered the Matrix.
Huh. Spare me the emotional reunion scene, please. Now, go stand with your friends.
You better keep your promise, Kuja.
Of course, you needn't worry one bit. Smell you later, losers.
I already did the Gary Oak.
What a bunch of idiots.
I don't need to repeat it. Are we just somewhere else in his castle, or did he actually take us where we need to go?
I
That's
don't
the
know. He said he would
No,
give
we
us
need
a
to get the
luxury ship, but I mean, I ain't seeing nothing. I don't see a luxury ship here.
Whoa!
Oh, there it is.
Off
that-
camera.
That must be the Hildegard 1.
Oh god, there's monsters in this cave. Oh no! Oh no!
What?
Oh, okay, no, it's not. Okay. I thought it was a Tonberry. It's not. It's not. It's just an ogre. It's a weird looking ogre, but it is in fact just an ogre.
It was a ogre priest? Like, what the hell?
Well, you know what? I have a little sword fire ogre. Let's see how much this does. The blam. 1900. Not as much as I thought it was gonna do. Just attack now. Steal. Meh. Sure. I need to recheck Steiner's stuff before we go any further.
Oh, okay.
Nice. I don't think anyone else can use healer. Maybe Quinoa could, but Quinoa isn't here, so.
Quinoa's not here right now.
Anything
Only
else I can
Aiko.
give her right now? No, that really is it. Anything else that would be good for her? There's nothing that just like makes everything go up. She doesn't need strength. Alright, she might as well just kind of keep what she has for now. I don't really have anybody else to use it right now anyway. Steiner. You have the Coral Sword, which I think is the best sword you currently have. What is it? It's Thunder, okay. Good to know. Gold Helm is not quite as good as the Cross Helm.
Alright, I need to be back just a moment.
Demon's Mail. Keep the Demon's Mail, and then you have anything to learn? This could be nice. This would be better though. You get a power belt. Is the black belt any better? No. Okay. And then your equipage. Auto haste, great. He does have NP or HP plus 20, but I don't want to get rid of add status or counter. Those are too good. Antibody. I guess he doesn't need ability up. He doesn't have any abilities. He's not using any. He has this, and then he could do. Sure, that works. Eiko doesn't need ability up right now either, so I can do something else for her. I'm gonna do MP plus 20. I'm not gonna give her a healer. I mean, it just makes her into a dedicated healer, which... I could do, I guess. Yeah, we'll do it. Also, what does she have? Does she have a good, yeah, this is about the best she can do. Spirit goes down, though. No, that's fine. I think this is probably fine, too. Alright. Oh, Vivi has some extra points left over. No sleep? No confuse.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
So no confuse. Alright, we're good. Let's go.
Why,
Black Mage
why
just
are
kinda
we
standing
getting
there
attacked in
watching.
here?
No, it's two of them now. Alright, well,
They don't hit very hard.
can I just do this? I can't do it on both. I can only do it on one, so let's do this. I gave Eiko the healer thing, so she's gonna heal.
Eventually.
Watch this. Smack.
Oh, she has to move forward to heal.
I want to see how much damage I should do. This guy just hit 1540, so I get like 400 damage from doing this thing with Vivi. I don't know. Let's do those Zara. Just to see how much damage it does. Not bad. I really thought from behind those looked like tonberries. I thought, oh no, there's tonberries.
Aren't tonberries featured in every Final Fantasy? So we have to see them eventually, right?
You would think so, but then again, I mean, orcs were not in every Final Fantasy. They were in the first one. But
I know Cactuar weren't in every Final Fantasy. They didn't show up until like 4.
Yeah. I was told not to go any farther. Okay. Are there gonna be monsters on the ship? That'd be kind of annoying. Ooh. I forgot how fish-coated the airships in this game were.
As fast as the speed of smell, this is.
Nice draw distance, loser.
Loser.
Hey, you got any like snacks here, or? Hey, can we really trust Kuja? Hey, can we really trust Kuja?
You're not supposed
Hey,
to
say
you're not supposed
something.
to bother the drivers.
I'm not gonna give you 5 stars, you know.
Oh,
They
dear.
will not answer to you.
Respond to our orders only, they do.
Why, you backstabbing bozos?
Those are slanderous words.
Worst lies I've ever heard.
You didn't concern yourself with such things.
Or an end to your friends' lives, shall we bring?
Damn it, why do you guys always have to talk in rhymes? You're so weird. You're not even human. Look at your ears. You have weird ears. What are you?
The Black Mages were originally designed just to oppress.
But a strong sense of self the Black Waltzes came to possess. Obey us, these mages do, because a strong ego they have not.
These mass-produced ones are to break once we're through with their lot.
Other purpose than war they have not.
It's not the way rhyming works. Come on. Where's your iambic pentameter?
They have grown attached to life, yet they'll soon disappear.
Hilarious. Nothing but toys they hear. Now you're stretching it.
I don't think you guys are any different.
What?
Rubbish.
You say that the Black Mages have no souls, but you guys are pawns just like them. Am I right or am I right? Or am I right? Right.
You won't be talking so big once we're done with you.
Forget those words, you will.
Well, let's just take it easy until we arrive. Drive safe, alright?
Why are you two here?
I don't know where we're going.
Around the world.
Oh no. Are we on the continent? We are.
Now we are.
Oh. Uh-oh.
But this also means we can't leave, I suppose. Or
No.
Can we get back on?
Maybe. I don't think that we can go anywhere we want. I think we're here. Well, we can go to Q's Marsh, but Q isn't here. I should have brought Q. I'm sure we'll come back at some point. I'm looking for chocobo tracks, and I'm not seeing any.
Maybe up the hill between the mesas.
Maybe. Let's save, just in case. I assume it wants me to go this way. Kind of pointed me this way when it landed. I'm looking. I really am looking for some chocobo tracks, but I'm not seeing any. I don't know. I also don't know where the hell I'm going.
Kuja just tells you to figure it out.
Oh. So I am going the right way. Just need to go. Continue going. This way, I guess. Let's go around this way. Not sure this is the right way, but we'll see.
We'll also see how strong things here are. That is a... What is that?
It's a house. It's a big house with a big cannon and a fish. It is facing away from us because we got a preemptive attack.
We snuck up on a house.
It's called
Armstrong.
Okay, well, I mean, she can't really do anything, so she'll just hit Vivi. Go. Well, one thing I know houses don't like is fire. Wooden houses. Wow. That's actually pretty good. Look at the little legs! Ow!
Are they all digigrade legs?
They're all like table legs or something. I don't know what they are. Back Vivi again. Give him a little bit of health. It's not a lot of health when she attacks, but it's okay. All right, that house is now safe to live in.
After you've burned it to the ground in cinders.
I don't know that this is the right way to go. In fact, I think I do need to go this way. Oh. Oh. It is. That's what I thought. Is that a weirdo catoblepaws? Catoblepus? I think it's supposed to be catoblepus. But I'm not entirely sure.
Scrungobeepus, as far as I'm concerned.
God, I should stop stealing stuff. Honestly, it's just giving me stuff I already have 99 of. If I blind this guy, I don't have blind. I don't think. I think Aiko might have blind. I could try to sleep him. But instead, I think I'll just do this. Because why not? Oh.
How did you miss?
It burned up. It really was a meteor that time.
That time it was.
Yeah, this is the way, I think. Going through the western map of Red Dead 2. I wish I could zoom in on this. South and then east and then west. There we go. This way. Every encounter is a new adventure. What the shit is this? It's Lavos again. It's just Lavos again.
Nah, not this time.
Let's try Blizzara on this guy. Let's see what this
That
does.
is the weirdest looking adamantoise I've ever seen.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Who has blind? Does somebody have... do I not even have blind? Am I just...
No, I don't think we have
Confused?
blind.
Let's hit Vivi some more.
See, here's the thing that's really weird about this adamantoise. It is designed to look like a sea turtle. But as far as I know, adamantoise are land-born. creatures.
True, it missed Steiner, by the way. I like the 14 Adamantoys better, which are actually, I think, the 12 Adamantoys.
Yeah, they're
they
the
use
12.
the same model.
A lot of the assets from 14 came from 11.
A lot of them came from 12, and they only took from 11 when 12 didn't have a version of what they were wanting, basically. I think some things might have come from 13 as well, but I'm not sure.
I spent a lot of time fishing and killing crawlers in 11 because of the silk thread. Silk thread was a reliable, at least when I was playing, a pretty reliable way to make money. And I fished a lot because, well, I liked it. I liked to fish.
I don't remember if I ever fished on 11. I think I did a little bit, but I don't remember it at all.
It was a slightly more involved minigame.
Lost Joke, do you see that little outcropping there to the right? With the, like, forest on it?
Yeah.
That's one of the Chocograph areas. I recognize it. We can't get there yet, though.
We need to fly. At this point in the game, we are working up to flying, is what we are.
Weird camera angle that is. I don't know why the camera does that. It goes weird. I think Blizzard is pretty good against this guy so far. Just hitting him. I'm not critical hit on Vivi. I healed him for 450.
Good to know it can crit.
Sorry, what does Zidane have? Oh yeah, Thief Gloves. I don't know if anybody else can use Thief Gloves. And they are pretty much the best that he has right now, so... Do you have anything that increases his strength? No. Eh. Sorry, I'm double checking this. I just want to see if there's anything that's like really good for him. The Power Belt would be really good for him, I think. Power Belt.